What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the backwoods, and today I got a new hat and they gave me a chainsaw with it. Okay guys, so today I got a new chainsaw. Well, actually yesterday I picked it up, but today I'm gonna actually use it. It's a Stihl 500i, and I can't wait to use this thing. This is gonna be a great step up for me. I'm going from using a 362, so this will be hopefully a good step up for me. I can't wait to try it. I'm gonna show you a quick look at it before I dirty it all up. I haven't started it yet. I haven't done anything with it yet. You know, I read the manual a bit, and I watched some videos and stuff on breaking it in and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna break it in today. I'm not gonna do a video on breaking it in because I really don't know much about breaking it in. There's nothing in the user manual about how to break it in properly. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna run it light. I'm gonna, cut some small stuff, and then after I've gone through about a tank or so, I'm gonna film it cutting some real big stuff. I got some big logs that I can cut up right now, and yeah, I'll show you guys that. I don't know how interested you are in the small stuff. Maybe I'll film that too. But yeah, I'm just gonna get a feel for it, and then maybe in a couple weeks, maybe a month from now or something, I'll do a full review on it, or I'll do like a month review or something like that. See what I like about the saw, what I don't like about the saw, if anything. Hopefully, a few people have some suggestions on what to do with this saw, so I'm gonna look at that. But without further ado, let's get into the saw. Let's go take a look at this saw here. Let's look at this beast. Okay guys, so there she is in all her glory, the Stihl MS 500i. Most sought after saw in all of Canada. That took me about, it's got to be at least 3-4 months. I walked into the dealership expecting to see one on the shelves, and no, you have to put your name on a list and just wait until they call you, and if you don't want it, they'll go to the next guy because they know that these things will fly off the shelves. So he called me the other day, said, "Do you still want it?" I said, "Yep." He said, "Well, we only have it in a 20-inch bar. Do you still want it?" And I said, "Well, yeah," obviously. But when I got there, they actually did have a 24-inch bar anyways, so it all worked out. I'm gonna start this thing up now, and I'm gonna let it run for a bit with no load. Just let the saw warm up, break in a little bit, and then I'm gonna start cutting some smaller stuff, like this kind of size right here, 10-12 inches, stuff like that. Just keep it light for now, and work it in for a tank or so, and then second tank I'll probably come over to these big boys and cut a few of them and see how they cut compared to my 362. Should be a good step up. So I'm excited. Let's get into it now. I'm gonna start it and just let it run for a bit. I don't know if I'll film that. I mean, I'll film me starting it, but I don't think you guys need to see it just sit there and idle for 10 minutes. Okay guys, so I'm gonna give this thing a start now. Take a look here. I'm definitely not used to this. There's no choke there, so the starting operation with this is pump that 8 times and pull, and then there's just a stop button. So super simple. Hopefully there's no problems with it down the line. Everything always works good right off the bat, right? But you never know. It's got the compression button there, so the decompression button. So a saw like this, it's probably a good idea to put it on in case you jerk it and hit your knee. But of course, kids, you are never supposed to drop start a chainsaw, okay? But also, do as I say and not as I do.
One eternity later.
Okay, so it's been running for about 5 minutes now. Just kind of letting it, you know, run on idle and just kind of working the pistons or, you know, whatever. I just like to run an engine soft the first time I run it, you know. So I'm going to rev it up now. We'll see how much power it feels like. Just, you know, open it up a little bit. Okay, so that was pretty cool. Sounded really good. Sorry, I got a tractor driving by here making lots of noise. You know, a really good response time, I think. Man, it feels like it's got a lot of power, and that's a bigger bar than I'm used to as well. So it's got real good response time on that trigger. I really like that. So yeah, basically now I'm gonna go over to the other log pile, and I'm gonna do some small cutting. Probably run through, you know, a tank of gas over there before I bring it back over here and try any of this big wood. I just like to, you know, not stress the machine. Any machine that you buy, you should never stress it. When you buy it, you don't, you know, immediately throw as much weight as you can. Like, you know, you buy a new truck, they tell you do some light towing first and then you do the heavy towing, right? So that's what I like to do with my machines. Just keep it light. There's no reason I gotta go out and start cutting huge, you know, 3-4 foot trees down just because I can, right? So I'll warm it up and we'll see how it goes. We'll go over there and get some cutting done. So before we go any further with this, you guys already know what we have to do to it, because we only cut 16s here. So yep, you know, we had to add one of those. Cut 16s quicker than ever. If you want to see a video on that, I'll post a description. Go check it out. Learned that from Chris in the wood yard. All right, so let's go get to cutting. Okay, so I got a full tank of fuel. I got a full tank of oil. I'm gonna try it out for the first time. Hopefully it's everything I dreamed of, you know? And I'll put some tunes on and you guys can listen to some tunes too, you know? guys, that's it. Just out of gas. So, whew. Yeah, it's a good amount of wood. 1 tank of gas. I gotta imagine that's a bigger tank than my 362. So I imagine it's gonna eat quite a bit more gas. But yeah, it's a lot more powerful saw for sure. That's exactly what I need around here. I mean, a saw like that will help me take down a pile like this in a day or 2, or you know, 3, whatever. Yeah, really happy with that. Let me catch my breath and I'll maybe give you some more thoughts on that, and then we're gonna go over and I'm gonna refuel, re-oil, and I'm gonna refuel, re-oil, and then we'll go cut some of that bigger ash and see how she cuts in there. And then I'll give you some final thoughts. I mean, this isn't really a review, this is an unboxing. And also, let's not forget that I am not like a, you know, small engine mechanic. I'm not like, you know, a saw expert. I'm not an arborist. I'm just a guy who cuts some wood, right? So, but I'm a guy who likes my tools. You know, I like to buy them once and only once. I like to keep them in good condition. I like to, you know, I like to buy good tools too. I don't like buying cheap tools. I like to buy good tools, right? So anyways, I'll give you my opinion. No, I'm just a guy who cuts a lot of firewood. I mean, I cut a lot of firewood. We got a processor, we got a bunch of chainsaws, and you know, I've used quite a bit of chainsaws over the years. So you know, just my opinion. But you know, I mean, I'm not gonna give you advice that I wouldn't give a friend. You know, I don't take any kind of like you know, any kind of payments or anything like that. I wouldn't, you know, I only you know, even if Stihl gave me a free chainsaw, I'd really tell you what I thought of it, right? That's how I am, you know, like you know, what's a free chainsaw? Who cares? You know, if it's not good, I'm not gonna tell you it's not a good saw. So far, I'm really happy with it. I don't think I bogged it down once there. I don't think it was struggling for one single cut there. So maybe when I got it stuck, that might have been the only time. But that's in high speed. Maybe you guys will never see that. So anyways, I'm gonna go catch my breath here. I'm gonna also, I will say that about this now too. This is a much heavier saw than the 362. This saw is much heavier. I imagine this is probably around the same weight as a 460 or something like that. Probably, maybe even lighter than a 460. It probably is lighter than a 460. But it is still a heavy saw, right? It's light for the power that it's got, but it is still heavy. So it's a lot more work to lug that saw around than those smaller ones, right? So, you know, I'm a pretty big guy, so I can, you know, move some weight, right? But so anyways, that's just my thoughts, right? Is you know, as I gotta catch my breath from slinging the saw around. But yeah, we'll get this thing refueled and go head over to those bigger logs. All right, so something else I just want to know quick. Gas tank's empty, and I don't know if you guys can see in there, but the oil tank is not, I would say it's at like half or something. So I know you can turn up the oil, and I like to have lots of oil. I like that oil just flinging from that bar. And honestly, this doesn't even seem like it's that well oiled. Chain's still sharp, but yeah, I'm gonna, basically they said on this saw, when you go to change the oil in here, there's a pin in there that you have to depress permanently. I don't know why they would make it like that, but maybe it lets them know if you wanted more oil. I don't know, but I like oil. I like the thing spitting oil. You know, it's oil is what keeps everything sharp, everything running smooth. Like, it makes sure the heat stays down. Like, you know, oil's cheap. Just turn that oil up and let her fly. Okay guys, so I'm gonna cut a big boy now. This is about a 26 inch log. This bar is a 24, so it's a little bit bigger. but that's perfect for a test. So I'm gonna cut this log now. I'm gonna cut some discs. Normally I wouldn't, but you know, anything for views on YouTube, right? So I'm gonna cut a few discs of this, and then I'm gonna start just bucking up this pile, and then we'll wrap this unboxing up. Well, that was pretty good. And that chain's already been through a tank of gas, so it's not the sharpest chain. I can tell it's starting to get dull now, so I'm gonna stop cutting now. I'm gonna change the chain, but before I start cutting again. But yeah, I could tell it was it's starting to dull up. But we'll check this one out. That was a heck of a log. So, camera's a little dirty. So that was a good size log there. And man, I was really trying to get her to bog down, eh? Look at that. Oh, I gotta change the look at that. So I was just pulling down, trying to bog it out, and it really doesn't. The chain is definitely dull. Maybe I nicked a rock or something in there, who knows. Yeah, there's a couple teeth that need some attention, so I'm gonna stop cutting with that chain right now. But I mean, that was working really well. That didn't stop, but I will tell you for sure, I'm definitely gonna turn the oil up. I'm definitely gonna turn the oil up, because cutting through big stuff like this, you need lots of oil. I don't know why Stihl would block it, or I don't know why they would kind of like, you have to push down a pin to move it in there, and then once you push it down, it's permanent. Like, why isn't it easier to access that? And I'm not sure why Stihl doesn't like put more oil to them anyways. Like, the more oil the better. But anyways, my brother just got here, so I'll finish filming this in a bit. See you, buddy.
Need the master to show you how it's done, right?
Oh, hope you're a better chainsawer than Hunter. All right, so yeah, yeah. So starting procedure is you pump the ball 8 times, but it's already been running, so you shouldn't have to pump it at all. Okay. Other than that, there's just a stop button. There's no like choke or nothing, eh?
Cool.
So, and then hit that compression button before you drop start it. But we never ever drop start it. Never.
What?
Do as I say, not as I do.
I can't hear you. What?
Oh yeah. Cut that big one over there. Yeah. Supposed to wear safety glasses.
Was. Bruh.
Oh yeah. Chain's dolly.
I mean, it's still cutting faster than ours on a sharp chain.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah. After I stopped doing this, I couldn't see.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. Anything for the gram or the tube, right?
Whatever, the tube of you or the gram of Inst.
Either one.
For our next challenge.
Oh yeah.
We'll be cutting a bale in half.
Oh yeah. Don't forget that compression button, bud. It's probably, you don't need it like the first minute, but after that, oh. What do you think about that chainsaw versus our other ones?
Where have you been all my life?
Right.
That thing? That thing right there?
That thing?
I want to cut the other chainsaw in half with it.
You should. We'll split it.
We'll split it.
Bucket, and then we'll split it. Jeepers, so it's that much better, eh?
Night and day.
Cool.
Night and day.
All right. I agree. I agree. It's a much nicer saw.
Excuse my language, but it's a great saw.
Right. I think once we put a 20-inch bar on there, so what I want to do is eventually we'll get a 20-inch bar and we'll sharpen them both up, and then we'll find a big log and we'll cut some discs and see like how much faster it is. Okay guys, so there you have it. There's the unboxing for the Stihl MS 500i. We ran a tank and a half of gas through it. Cut some small stuff, you know, just to kind of warm it up a little bit. And then we took it to some bigger stuff. Unfortunately, I probably hit a stone or two cutting those small stuff from that log pile. You never know what's in those log piles, eh? Because those guys they drag those logs all around. But I probably hit a stone or two, or maybe some dirt or something like that. So by the second tank of gas, it was not as sharp as it could be. You saw yesterday my brother came by, and he got to use the Stihl 500i for the first time. You saw his reaction. That's a pretty good reaction, like he said. I mean, even with the dull chain, he only got to try it with the dull chain, but even with the dull chain, it's still better than the saws that we have. So you know, this is not a review. This is just an unboxing. I'm gonna, you know, probably put like 30-40 tanks through it this winter. So I'm gonna let you guys know what I think after I go through a bit more wood and you know, get a chance to play around with the saw a bit. You know, today I tried to sink it as best as I could into that deep, like the big wood, and it bogged a little bit, but not much, and really it's dull. So it's, you know, it's a heck of a saw, man. That thing is a rocket. So anyways, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you guys on the next one.